The following is part of a collaboration with Rhetoric and Discourse on 200 Proofs Why Earth is in fact a spinning ball and Dubé is a lying pile of horseshit.
He is coming. Cover your butt.
Help fight the Flat Earth bots by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more weekly content.
200 Proofs Earth is Not a Spinning Ball by Eric Dubé. 39. Practical distance measurements taken from the Australian Handbook Almanac Shippers and Importers Directory state that the straight line distance between Sydney and Nelson is 1,550 statute miles. Their given difference in longitude is 22 degrees, 2 minutes, and 14 seconds. Therefore, if 22 degrees, 2 minutes, 14 seconds out of 360 is 1,550 miles, the entirety would measure 25,182 miles. This is not only larger than the ball Earth is said to be at the equator, but a whole 4,262 miles greater than it would be at Sydney's southern latitude on a globe of said proportions.
Proof number 39 states that the straight line distance between Sydney and Nelson, Victoria, Australia is 1,550 statute miles, each statute mile being 5,280 feet, and covers a difference of longitude of 22 degrees, 2 minutes, and 14 seconds. Dubé also claims,
therefore, if 22 degrees, 2 minutes, 14 seconds out of 360 is 1,550 miles, the entirety would measure 25,182 miles. This is not only larger than the ball Earth is said to be at the equator, but a whole 4,262 miles greater than it would be at Sydney's southern latitude on a globe of said proportions.
So, let's put that to the test. The formula for finding an arc on a circle is 2 pi r multiplied by c divided by 360, where c is the length of the arc in degrees, r is the radius of the arc, and pi is approximately 3.142. Thankfully, we already know the accepted radius of the Earth, and Dubé provides us with the length of the arc in degrees, so our formula, with the numbers plugged in, becomes 2 times pi times 3,959 miles, all multiplied by 22.037222 divided by 360. PEMDAS gives us our order of operations, so we divide 22.037222 by 360 to get 0.061214, then multiply that by 2, then pi, then the radius of the Earth to get, in total, 1,522.718222 statute miles. And right there, we've found Dubé's first error. 1,522.718822 statute miles is certainly not 1,550 statute miles. And this error means that Dubé's math is going to be wrong. Either way, we need to keep hold of the number we just calculated, because it's going to be important. We'll take this number and multiply it by the number gained from the division of 360 by 22.037222, that being 16.335997, to get a figure of approximately 24,875.130108 statute miles, a mere 25.87 miles off of the accepted circumference of the Earth, that being 24,901 statute miles, and an error of only 0.1%. This error, mind you, can be easily accounted for by terrain. And also, when Dubé brings up the straight line distance between Sydney and Nelson, Victoria, he gets it majorly wrong. The distance is actually 640 statute miles and some change. So, once again, Dubé is a liar. Google Earth, murdering all your pesky flat Earth conspiracy theories since 2007. Oh, and if you really want to have some fun, the 640 miles between Nelson, Victoria, and Sydney also messes with Dubé's angular separation. Using the figure we calculated earlier, 1,522.718222, we can divide it by 640 some odd statute miles to get a figure of approximately 2.379247. That's how much we'll be dividing our angle to find the actual angular separation between Sydney and Nelson, Victoria. Dubé's provided angle was 22.037222 degrees, so dividing that by what we just calculated, we get the actual angular separation between Sydney and Nelson, Victoria, or about 9.262267 degrees. So, Dubé, you got the arc's length in statute miles wrong, you got the actual distance between Sydney and Nelson, Victoria wrong, and you got the actual angular separation between Sydney and Nelson, Victoria wrong. 3 strikes, buddy. As the old baseball saying goes, you're out of here!
Proof 40 is the same as 39, except using Chile to Melbourne. Proof 41 is the same as 39 except using South Africa to Melbourne.
42. In the ball Earth model, Antarctica is an ice continent which covers the bottom of the ball from 78 degrees south latitude to 90 and is therefore not more than 12,000 miles in circumference. Many early explorers, including Captain Cook and James Clark Ross, however, in attempting Antarctic circumnavigation, took 3 to 4 years and clocked 50 to 60,000 miles around. The British ship Challenger also made an indirect but complete circumnavigation of Antarctica, traversing 69,000 miles. This is entirely inconsistent with the ball model.
There's one little detail in this proof that is worth talking about. First of all, you'll notice that Dubé mentioned that both Ross and Cook were early explorers. This is a very important detail, as by the way that Dubé describes the trip around Antarctica, you might think that the voyage looks something like this: a circle around Antarctica with a few detours. If this were the case, Dubé might actually have some evidence to back him up, but like everything else that Dubé says, this proof is extremely misleading. Here is a map of James Cook's voyage. I feel like I don't have to explain why a voyage like this might take longer than a voyage like this. But flat earthers do watch my videos. An exploratory voyage like the one conducted by James Cook does not take the shortest route to its destination. The whole point of the voyage is to explore, after all. As the map clearly shows, the voyage intentionally took longer routes, and a large portion of the voyage is made up of exploring or surveying an area only to return to New Zealand. Dubé would like to have you think that James Cook and other early explorers were in Antarctica to try to circumnavigate it in the shortest time possible. But that's not the case. This proof also ignores the many examples of modern sailors circumnavigating Antarctica to this date. In the description, you'll find a link to Greater Sapien, who is planning his own Antarctic circumnavigation. I'm sure that Dubé and others will simply ignore this voyage once it contradicts their worldview. A big thank you to Tornado Pelt for lending his help to this monumental task of debunking all 200 of Dubé's proofs. Next time we will have another guest debunking a whopping 20 proofs.